And how's it going, everybody? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news, and the news I have for you today is an important update to the Elder Scrolls 6 trademark dispute situation that is currently ongoing in the trademark court system right now. I'm sure a lot of people put this situation into the back of their minds because a lot has happened regarding Bethesda lately, but something major regarding this situation is about to happen in less than 5 days at the time I'm uploading this video, so I really wanted to bring it to your attention immediately. Now, if you're not familiar with the Elder Scrolls 6 Redfall trademark dispute, I have a few videos on my channel covering this information. You can check for links down in the description below or by clicking on screen here. But ever since I broke this news to the community, it seems like directly after there was a big leak on Amazon where Bethesda posted the mysterious placeholder game that seemed to distract everybody. I'm not sure if this was the case, if this was a distraction plan, but it sure did put everyone's mind off this trademark dispute. But if you're not familiar with this situation or you don't remember exactly what's going on, I'll give you a quick overview before I get to the new information. Back in 2016, ZeniMax and thus Bethesda filed a new trademark for Redfall, and this was the same year that an ongoing trademark named Redguard was cancelled. This Redguard trademark kept getting renewed year and year for about like 6 or 7 years, and then the one year Bethesda doesn't renew the Redguard trademark, all of a sudden comes this Redfall trademark. That, combined with other information based on the trademark filings and general Bethesda patterns, gives us about a 95% chance that this is definitely the Elder Scrolls 6 trademark. And then within the last couple of months, Bookbreeze Publishing, the company that publishes a book franchise named Redfall, filed a lawsuit in the trademark courts against ZeniMax, attempting to fight this trademark from being filed. While the Redfall book series has to do with a post-apocalyptic situation that has nothing to do with probably anything that ZeniMax or Bethesda will be doing with the Redfall trademark, if ZeniMax is granted the rights to the Redfall trademark, they can file a takedown notice against this book series, thus putting the author out of work and a lot of money. ZeniMax hasn't responded to the author about this. It seems like they're kind of being a little shady or like a bully in this situation towards the author. The author is a small guy just trying to protect himself. But this trademark dispute case is ongoing and is very new, and like I said, in less than 4 or 5 days there is going to be a major update to this situation. And we're gonna go through this situation together because as always, I'm gonna record my screen. That way you can see my bullshit capacity meter is always running at 0%, and that way you can look up this information for yourself to verify it if you choose to. And we're gonna start today's adventure right here at our old friend, the Redfall trademark, which, like I said, has been filed by ZeniMax and most likely has to do with the Elder Scrolls 6 based on a lot of research and some educated guesses. Now, if we look at the actual documents pertaining to this trademark and look at the documents proceeding to this trademark dispute, we will see when the next major date that we're gonna have an update to this situation is. I've gone through this in a previous video before, but this date is in less than 5 days, and like I said, a lot of people have forgotten about this or put it into the back of their mind because of that huge, mysterious Amazon Bethesda game listing that, like I said, seemed like it was a pretty good and effective distraction, even if that wasn't what ZeniMax was trying to do. Now, let's look at the lists on this paperwork. You can see that the first thing that's gonna happen is actually on March 19th, which is in less than 5 days at the time I'm uploading this video. And that is a time to answer. And basically that is self-explanatory. What that means is, since Bookbreeze Publishing and thus the author of the Redfall book series were the ones that filed this dispute, ZeniMax and thus Bethesda has to respond to this situation by March 19th. I've been looking into all these documents, all these trademarks, and all the paperwork to do with this dispute, and I haven't seen any official response from ZeniMax or Bethesda yet. If they don't respond, I believe they may actually lose this case. I know they'd be put at a major disadvantage if they don't respond in time. I'm not sure if they get another chance if they don't respond by the 19th. I'm sure they have something planned. They're probably going to respond last minute, as is most major corporations' MO in these situations. They like to drag things out to the last minute, especially if they feel like they have an edge on having a lot more money than Bookbreeze might have. I mean, ZeniMax is a huge company. Bethesda made a lot of money for them. They probably feel a little untouchable, but who knows what ZeniMax is thinking or planning right now. This is all speculation. Like I said, ZeniMax hasn't responded in any way, shape, or form to this situation, which kind of makes them look like a bully, like they're trying to push around the little guy. Like I said, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of probably corporate lawyers, so they expect they can push over this Redfall author pretty easily, but I don't expect that to be the case. However, I'm not an expert in this. All I can do is go through the documents and the paperwork and tell you the facts on this situation. One other important thing of note is the author did say he doesn't want any money from Bethesda. He just wants a promise that the this Redfall trademark won't be used to force him to change the name or not continue his Redfall franchise, because it is a best-selling Amazon novel right now. All 3 of them are, and he does have plans for a motion picture as well. He just doesn't want to lose the rights to whatever he has going on already and what he has planned for this franchise. Now, in terms of what's next on here, after the time to answer, if ZeniMax does respond to this situation by the 19th, which I bet they will, what happens next is the Discovery Conference. And what the Discovery is both sides produce their evidence. Bookbreeze Publishing, and thus the author of the Redfall franchise, will provide their evidence as to why they think that ZeniMax shouldn't get the rights to the Redfall trademark, and ZeniMax will provide their evidence as to why they think they should. This is some pretty standard early stuff going on in these types of cases. A discovery even happens in legal court cases as well. It's pretty much where both sides provide their evidence. And one interesting thing is, that happens pretty much a month after ZeniMax is just supposed to respond to this. As you can see by the list of all of this stuff, this is going to be a long, drawn-out process, which really sucks. The last thing to happen is actually in August of 2020. It doesn't have to take this long. This all could be resolved a lot earlier, pretty much at any time if ZeniMax and Bookbreeze Publishing can sit down and come to some kind of agreement between the 2 of them. But as of right now, the thing that happened next is ZeniMax has to respond in less than 5 days at the time I'm uploading this video, by March 19th, and then by April 18th, both sides are going to provide their evidence as to why they think that they should win. Now, I bet you're wondering, when are we going to get some kind of actual answer to this? When is the latest time that we can expect a resolution to this situation? And there's 2 answers to that. Like I said previously, both ZeniMax and Bookbreeze can choose to sit down on their own time and come to some sort of agreement between the 2 of them, and they don't have to draw this situation out, and if they do come to some kind of agreement, this situation would end. But of that, I'm not sure. The US Patent and Trademark Office may still decide they need to look into this situation themselves, and if that is the case, and if ZeniMax and Bookbreeze can't come to some kind of out-of-court agreement between the 2 of them, then the farthest possible date that we could see a resolution to this dispute is, in my estimations, is September of 2020. I say September because after each event in this trademark dispute, it usually is another month until the next one. And the farthest date, like I said, and like you can see here, is August 20th of 2020. However, this doesn't have to be the case, because these individual events can be sped along depending on both the plaintiff, which is Bookbreeze Publishing, and the defendant, which is ZeniMax. What do I think is going to happen? Who do I think is going to win? That all depends on evidence. If one side provides an overwhelming amount of evidence, then I would say that side may actually win before the situation gets as drawn out as it can. I've looked through the evidence, and it seems like both sides have some solid evidence here. I can't say what ZeniMax's evidence is. They haven't had anything regarding Redfall trademark forever. The only thing they've had similar to that is the Red Guard trademark, which they canceled themselves, and I don't think that would be able to be used as evidence to try to promote their usage and ownership of the Redfall trademark. And in terms of book titles, you can't copyright or trademark book titles, but you can trademark a franchise, and I would believe that it is up to Bookbreeze Publishing and the author of the Redfall trademark to prove that they have the rights to any franchise involving the name Redfall. I would say as of right now, evidence is in the author J.L. Falconer's favor, because the Redfall book franchise has been going on for a few years before ZeniMax even thought about filing this Redfall trademark, but only time will tell. As of right now, the only official information is ZeniMax has 4 or 5 days until March 19th to respond to the situation, and then if they do, they have until April 18th for both sides to provide their evidence to a court of trademark law. And I know the golden question, this is something that's been brought up in previous videos: will this affect the Elder Scrolls 6 if Redfall is associated with the Elder Scrolls 6? First of all, I do believe Redfall is associated with the Elder Scrolls 6. I believe without a shadow of a doubt that it is. I'm like 80% certain about this. Of course, that is just educated speculation, but if it is related to the Redfall trademark and the trademark dispute does get drawn out until August 20th of 2020, I still don't think it would affect the release date of Elder Scrolls 6 at all, because I don't expect the Elder Scrolls 6 to come out until 2022 or 2024. This might affect some kind of marketing stuff they have going on. Maybe they're producing some kind of marketing posters, cardboard cutouts, I don't know, stuff like that, because I did uncover some Elder Scrolls 6 promotional campaign material last year, but even then it wouldn't affect the release date that much. It wouldn't affect the production of the Elder Scrolls 6 that much. Maybe they'd have to change a couple words in the story a bit, but like I said, don't worry about the situation. Don't go crazy towards Bookbreeze Publishing or J.L. Falconer about this trademark dispute, because at most it seems like ZeniMax are being the somewhat bullies or shady ones in this situation by not responding to an author that just wants a promise that they're not going to force him to stop doing his book series. I'll continue to look into and cover this situation and provide you with the latest updates to this as they happen, but as always, I want to know what you have to say about all of this. Let me know down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet and make it featured in a future video. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in the know when it comes to the latest and the greatest gaming news. Follow me on Twitter for the latest channel updates and random stuff about me. Come over to the channel Discord chat server. There is always an awesome and active conversation taking place. Links for all of these things are down in the description below or on my channel by clicking on the links over on my banner. But if you want to go a step further for the community and have your hand in providing future content and getting access to my latest gaming discoveries before I even do videos about them, as well as other awesome and unique awards, then consider subscribing to the community on Patreon or joining the channel here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time, when hopefully we can get some Bethesda news that doesn't involve some kind of trademark dispute or mysterious leaked game listing thing.
Bye, have a great time.